Hey everybody, episode 39 off the clock. It's almost 5 o'clock, but cutting it in a little early. I had a long day. I had to go to court this morning after the Super Bowl. Didn't really like that. I didn't really enjoy the Super Bowl too much. I don't know if you watched that. I used to be a fan of Tom Brady until the whole I support Trump bullshit. And then I can't really, I choose not to support that. So just like he chooses to support Trump, I choose not to do that. So I was a little disappointed. I wanted Mahomes and Andy Reid, who looks like my dad, Andy, of the Chiefs. I wanted Andy Reid to win because that's what my dad looked like. And it kind of looks like Andy Reid, and I wanted him to win. So disappointed. But second impeachment trial to start. Oh, so court. I had to get to court. I had to go to the office, and I was there. I got here about 7 o'clock, and I was getting ready to sign in for Zoom at 7:55. And so I signed in, and the judge didn't show up until I think it was supposed to be for 8 o'clock, and the judge showed up at 8:38, I believe is what it was. And then made an interesting ruling and then continued the case on. So not only did this judge show up over a half hour late, and I saw her on Zoom. I saw her saunter into the courtroom at around 25 after 8. So that's 25 minutes after you asked everyone to be there. And so what a power move. I wish I could be that. I wish I could just do that. I could just show up whenever I wanted to. If you're going to make a show up at a time, that's cool. Just pick a time when you're going to be there. How about we do that? If 8 o'clock's too early, shit, you make the rules. You could pick 8:30, and then you'd only be 10 minutes late. So that was a frustrating morning after the Zoom. After I concluded matters via Zoom, I then threw a fit. I was quite pissed off in my office after that. So then that was my day. Obviously, like I said, Super Bowl, didn't enjoy that. I would have liked to see Todd Bowles get a shot at coaching the Detroit Lions. That dude put together quite a defense yesterday. But it went to, which is not a Liam Neeson movie. It's actually what's happening to former president that we had, the last guy. He shall not be named. So they came to a deal. No president's ever been impeached twice. Very rarely do you get impeached a first time, but it takes a real special kind of president to be impeached twice. And so they struck a deal a couple hours ago, about how it's going to go down. I'm sure they're going to show up on time. I think I would have argued if it's going to be 8:30, let's show up at 8:30. How about we do that? And so this is what they're reporting is going to be. The Chuck Schumer said that the Republican leader and I, which is turtle-faced Mitch McConnell, in consultation with both the House managers and former President Trump's lawyers, have agreed on a bipartisan resolution to govern the structure and timing of the impending impeachment trial, he said in remarks today on the Senate floor. Then he said that the structure of the trial will be eminently fair. Okay. I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, it doesn't, if you really think that he's going to get convicted, I would love to I would love to have that same sentiment, but there's no way that's going to happen. Should he? Absolutely. There was a lot of ridiculous shit that was said that day, a lot of shit that was done, and it will be a stain on our country. And I think that he played a role in that, and that should prevent him from ever holding public office again. But is it going to happen? Is he going to get convicted and removed? No. I just don't see that happening. I could be wrong. Shit, I was wrong about the Super Bowl. I thought that it was going to be 38-24 Chiefs. Not even close. So Let's see. So then they talked about how it's going to go down. Here's a look at kind of some of the things that the way it's going to happen. So after 4 hours of debate tomorrow on the constitutional question of whether or not a former president can be impeached, there's going to be a vote on the Senate floor to determine by simple majority whether or not they continue the trial, which could be interesting. So they just have to get a majority. I would hope that they get a majority. It'd be interesting to see how they vote. If they can get several votes, like it'd be kind of a telling, whatever. It's been a long day. It'll be telling to see how many people vote for that preliminary question, because then we'll find out maybe what'll happen in terms of whether or not they'll vote to convict. So then after that, each side's going to have 16 hours of presentation. Don't really know what that's for. It's pretty obvious what happened. Lawyers love to talk, and I'm sure they're billing by the hour. So I wonder what kind of hourly rate they're getting, by the way. Trump isn't paying Rudy Giuliani the last time I had heard. But yeah, if I was representing Donald Trump, I'd be like, you got to pay that shit in cash up front, fam. And because I'm not defending your ass unless you pay cash. And I wouldn't even defend him anyway. That would be, there's no way I would take that case. No matter what I got offered to be paid, there's no way I would do that. So then there's going to be 4 hours of senators' questions. So that's 20 out. Let's see. That's 24 hours of just 4 hours of debate on the constitutional question, and then 16 hours, then another 4 hours of senators' questions. That's 24 hours. Then if there's a request for witnesses, there'll be 4 hours of debate followed by a vote. So for the love of God, we don't need to have witnesses. Why? What's the point of that? We've seen everything. I don't see that really helping anything. It's pretty clear cut what happened. I think we saw it all. We saw it all on Twitter. We saw it all on TV. And then there's going to be 4 hours of closing arguments and then a vote on conviction or acquittal. Trump's lawyer said that the central argument that the trial is unconstitutional because Trump's no longer in office. So if that's your only defense, is that you can't convict my client because of a procedural error, I don't know if that's a great strategy. But as we've seen, I don't know if it's really going to matter, because, I mean, Trump's lawyers could just get up there and fart for 16 hours, and just one solid, gigantic bean burrito fart, and it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't change anything. I just don't think that people in the Senate have the stones to do what it takes to convict. And that's a problem. I think that's a problem, that these are our elected officials, and we clearly see that he played some role in this, and that he just refuses to take any responsibility. And so I think it's pretty clear, but you could fall down and hit your head and still be able to figure out that this guy should be convicted. But will it happen? No. I wish, but I'm wrong. I'm right. On this one, I think I'm right. So I don't know. What do you guys think on that? I have no hope that that will go down the way that I would want it to. But again, I could be wrong. Who knows? So I think that's all I got for today. I will be back. I got tomorrow, and we'll see what the progress is made on that. And then I do have court somewhere else. And hey, guess what? The judge's office is showed up on time, and they've let me know what I need to do, and I'm so excited that when people do their job, it makes my job much more easier, and makes it so I don't lose my mind in my office. So a lot of frustration bubbling beneath the surface here today as we start out the week, but I am continuing to do Monday Hour 1, where I did that this morning while I was on hold, waiting in a Zoom room hearing for a judge to show up for 45 minutes when they said they were supposed to show up at 8. didn't show up, making everyone wait, just like normal. Like now, things are back to normal because that's how court used to be. We just, hey, I'm going to tell you to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you know what? I'm not going to show up until about 9 o'clock. So I'm going to make 6, 7, 8, 9 people waste 45 minutes of their day. So 9 times 45, that's 450 minutes of people's time wasted. So am I better about it? Yeah, I am, because it just shows that, when you hire and appoint incompetent people, that's what happens. And it's frustrating, but that's my job right now. So maybe when we get an executive order to cancel out 50 grand of student loan debt for everybody, you will hear me cheer in glee that part is done, and that puts me even more closer to being able to figure out by choice what it is I want to do with the rest of my life. But right now, I've got this big old weight in the form of student loan debts tied to my ankles, and I'm dragging that around, and I have been for the last 15 years. So, anywho, I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I will see you again tomorrow. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. Hey, and you know what? If you tell someone you're going to be there, show up on time, or I will find you, and I will waste your time. I will figure out a way to do that. All right, which maybe that's what off the clock is me just trying to waste time in some sort of karmic retribution for people wasting mine. Who knows? I don't know, but I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Episode 39, we did 39 of these. We only have 365 minus 39. I'm not a math whiz. Who knows? You figure it out.